This is the Frank Fontana Show on Chicago's very own 720 WGN.
Hey, folks, happy Mother's Day to you. Thanks for joining me here on WGN 720. We'll be here till 3 o'clock. Got a fun rest of the show going for you. Right now, we're speaking to some guys who started a really cool program to raise money for nonprofits. It's called Hunt for Change. And joining me on the phone is both Ross McNamara and Chris Flint. Sean, if you could punch Chris in with us, that would be fantastic. Who do we got on the line first? Chris, you there?
I am here.
Hey, Chris, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Hey, Chris, you married?
I am, yes.
Do you have children?
I have one son.
And you're allowed to come on the phone with me today? This is good.
You know what? I had to sneak away for a little bit.
I know, and all my guests today are guys, I think, and I'm asking the same question because I had to do a little, a little loving last night to get some loving today to be able to come to work. So,
I hear what you're saying.
You hear what I'm saying. So, Ross, while we get Ross on the phone, Chris, tell us a little bit about your organization.
Yeah, so we are Hunt for Change. It's myself and Ross, and we both are passionate about raising money for nonprofits.
Which, let me just interject, we do have Ross McNamara joining us as well. Hey, Ross.
Oh, great. Hey, how's it going?
Good. So just to pick up, Chris has given us a brief on Hunt for Change.
Yes, so we're both working together and both passionate about nonprofit causes as well as treasure hunting. And we thought it would be a great idea to put those two things together and get some treasure hunts going around the Chicago area to raise some money for some great charities.
Now, this seems to be, it's a brilliant idea, by the way. It seems to be kind of a phenomenon, this whole treasure hunt via digital social media means. Did you inspired by some of the other programs out there?
I've definitely seen some of the newer programs out there, but actually my inspiration was I grew up in Minnesota, and every winter there'd be a treasure hunt called the St. Paul Winter Medallion Hunt, where they'd release a clue every day, and the treasure was hidden somewhere in St. Paul, and just thousands and thousands of people would be out, searching the city for this treasure. And I figured if, people were out braving negative 30, 40-degree temperatures, we might as well do it in the summers here in Chicago, where people already love being outside and hopefully searching for stuff.
Yeah, it really is a brilliant concept. And so tell me about it. Walk me through. I download an app, right?
Yeah, so actually the only thing you need to do is go to our website, so huntforchange.org, and we release a clue every single day. So those clues will let you know over time where the treasure is hidden in the city. And then the way we raise money is if you donate to the hunt, you'll win a bigger cash prize at the end. But anybody can play the hunt.
So the hunt, it says you guys do a T-shirt giveaway, right? Is one of the things that you do?
Yep, for non-donors, there's a T-shirt up right now.
And then for donors, what is the ante if somebody wins a hunt if you're a donor?
So the way it works is that
you
can donate whatever you want, and then 10% of all donations go to the winner's prize. So the winner actually gets a portion, 10% of all the donations, and the other vast majority of the donation goes to the nonprofit that we're using that hunt.
Interesting. And if I'm a nonprofit, Chris, how would I sign up?
Yes, so we are actively seeking nonprofits. You can just check out our website and email us. And so we've got a couple nonprofits lined up, but we're always looking for more to join our cause. For the nonprofit, it's no work, no money. We write all the clues and put the hunt together. All you need to do is sit back, engage your audience, and collect some money.
All right, so there's got to be, I love it, man, and it's super cool. And so have you done many in Chicago yet?
We just got started. So our first hunt is going on this month. We are benefiting the Chicago Literacy Alliance this month, which is improving literacy programs all throughout Chicago. And so we'll be going all summer long through October, even into November if the weather holds up.
So, Ross, what has been the response so far from the ones you've done?
It's been great. Yeah, web traffic has been doing super well. A ton of people are coming and checking out the clues every day. We put out a puzzle clue this weekend that a lot of people downloaded and are hopefully working on solving both yesterday and today. And, it's been catching on Twitter and Facebook and stuff, and there's a little blurb written up in the Chicago periodical, so that's been going great.
And how many people do you think you're mobilizing at any given time to hunt for this stuff? And is there ever a concern for like a mass exodus of people going to each place and, the rallies and you're going to have the police department putting up barricades? Is it ever going to get that crazy?
I don't know. I mean, that'd be awesome. When we get towards the end of the hunt and the clues get progressively easier, it's possible that a ton of people will all figure out the clue at the same time and converge on a park and all be hunting around for the little treasure at the same time, which would be super cool.
And can the value of the treasure be so great? I mean, are we talking thousands? Are we talking hundreds of dollars? Are we talking potentially millions at some point if this thing scales up?
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on how much we're able to bring in donations. So if people, share the hunt and are into the idea, the prize for the winner just keeps on growing.
So the bigger the organization with the largest social media reach, I would imagine, would probably benefit the most from a program like this, correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we do rely on the nonprofits to engage their audiences. So yeah, people with a lot of followers that can, retweet our clues and get their members and supporters engaged are going to do the best for sure.
Got it. And you've gotten no flack from the city or anybody on the governmental side of things of it being potentially dangerous or mischievous, and not that it is. I'm just curious if you've been approached by law enforcement agents at all.
No, we have not yet. And actually, a couple years back, I did a similar treasure hunt for a Chicago startup, and we hit a clue in a lot. Contacted us. I was pretty nervous, but then it turned out that they were just really excited and wanted to know where it was so they could promote it themselves. So I think
That's
people
cool.
are pretty into the idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine even you guys partnering with like the city of Chicago and doing something in a joint effort to increase visibility. It'd be really neat. And so,
Yeah.
Do you guys? I got to ask the question: data collection, because that's a big thing with any program. What do you guys do with the information that you guys are capturing from people? And is there any issues with that?
Not really. So far, what we're tracking for is just because we're trying to get up and off the ground. So we look at, who's visiting our site, what demographics they fall into, just so we can better get the word out and get more people on board with the hunt, So we check and see, which demographics we're hitting, who's into the hunt, and we try to reach out to those people.
Great. And just so people know, because it's always now like one of the first questions that I ask is like, if I'm doing this, where is my information going? So obviously you guys are keeping this all in-house and solely for your own internal research.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We would never share or sell or do anything with anybody's data.
That's fantastic to know. Well, I want to sign up. I mean, I'm interested in this. Not that I have a ton of time. I mean, what is the average? Is it like on your own schedule, or is there like the more urgency? And do you have a clicker that's going down so that it ends at a certain point?
It's going on for the whole month. So we'll have clues coming out every day in May here, and so there's really no time limit, but the clues are starting to get easier and easier every day. And so, yeah, if you want to get in on this treasure and win that prize, you got to get hunting right away.
Awesome. So, guys, where do you see this going? I mean, what's the end game for you guys on this?
Yeah, we think it's a really interesting way not only to,
and we can expand.
Sorry, I should probably call out somebody's name, but who would be in your side more qualified to answer the question?
Why don't you take it, Chris? Okay, I will take it. Yeah, we hope that it goes super well in Chicago and we get more and more nonprofits on board. And then if it does take off and people are really into the idea, we'd be open to moving into other, urban areas and big cities and trying to get, as many nonprofits that we can help out as possible.
That's great. I mean, it really is a fantastic idea. And I guess, would you mobilize something like this in the winter here in Chicago?
If people are into it.
I mean, we are a pretty brave city. I mean, we all kind of deal with the weather here. I know personally, I wouldn't. I'm one of the guys that'd be like, go take an Uber to the site and have somebody run around. But I like the idea, man. I dig it. I see a lot of different avenues where you can go. Is it just strictly at this point for nonprofit, or have you tried potential corporate plays with something like this?
At the moment, we're thinking just nonprofit. But, if other people wanted to figure out how to put on different treasure hunts, we'd be open to planning treasure hunts for them. But for Hunt for Change, we really want to try to make as big of an impact with different causes and nonprofits as we can.
I dig it, man. So where did you guys both come from the tech background?
So Ross comes from a tech background. Ross is actually a developer. He develops for web and for mobile as well. I actually have a nonprofit background, so I run a nonprofit that actually focuses on international autism work.
That's great. And you launched it for that cause first?
Yeah, so I had this nonprofit running for about 10 years and just knew the struggles, challenges of trying to raise money for nonprofits and saw this as a kind of an interesting way to engage your audience rather than having a dinner or a banquet or benefit or something like that. It was a way to get people out and learn more about your cause and raise money for doing good.
Well, it's just the integration of the technology and the social media aspects is brilliant. I mean, all the way around, I take my hat off to you guys. If people want to get involved, why don't you share some information on how they could do that?
Yeah, so there's not really a lengthy or difficult sign-up process. Pretty much just head to huntforchange.org, and then you can check out all the clues. You can hunt for, free if you want, or if you'd like to donate, there's donate buttons all over the place, so you can donate whatever amount you want, and then prize if you find the treasure.
And if I'm a nonprofit, how long from start to finish does it take to actually set up and schedule a hunt?
Pretty quick. I mean, we try to theme all of our hunts around the cause for the nonprofit. So, if you give us a heads up half a month in advance, we'd be able to put together the hunt for you and get it going.
That's great. And marketing them? Is there a trick to marketing these hunts?
Really, it's just, reaching out to the people that are already following and maybe already donating to your cause, and then we'll be pushing out all the clues to all of our followers and friends as well.
Great. Good stuff, guys. Ross and Chris, I like to see the startup angles. I like to see the great ideas. I think this is at its infancy phase and can really do wonders for all of the nonprofits out there. Best of luck to you guys and continued success.
Thanks so much for having us on and spreading the word.
You got it, folks. And we'll be right back, too. We're going to take a quick break here, and then after that, we'll be learning about deli meats. But